Fogra. The following podcast is intended for an over 18s audience and may contain strong language.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The crowd is here and the lights are on, and they wanna show.
Well, folks, and welcome to episode 47 of the Loud Crowd podcast. On this week's podcast, it's our year anniversary, so we're going to be covering a few of our best bits, the worst bits, and everything in between. So tonight we have myself, Big Eddie, Dada, Cece, Deg, Judd, and we're missing just two tonight. One for a proper reason and the other for not so proper reason. Judd has a bit of an example of that not proper reason.
Yeah, this is
what we were left with this morning.
The message we got into the group chat today. So warning, it's not an easy lesson.
Warning.
It's not an easy lesson, right? But we'll go with it anyway.
I won't be down tonight, men. I'm fucked up here, and this all you will hear in pod.
So what do you think of that, man?
Just let you know that isn't Bobo's real voice, by the way.
He had to get Seri to play a voice message for him because his throat's that fucked.
Yeah.
Sure, like what did he do there? He just goes, like, give me one sec, recorded the phone, picked up the dog and just let it bark into the fucking...
Imagine spluttering down the phone like that and thinking it's okay for people to hear that.
After the COVID pandemic,
So inconsiderate.
What goes through your head there to go like that? I need to prove myself. Like he thinks by doing that
we're gonna be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck,
He's actually right, but
fuck.
it's the opposite effect. It's like now you just give ammunition for.
For us to slag.
In fairness, I done that my first year working. I was after having a rap from Duns, and I was getting sick, and I sent the picture of the like rap sick into my sink to my supervisor. Like,
But it's what you do like when you're in school and you're trying to prove to your parents that you're sick, that you needed to get up school.
Walking through the kitchen, absolutely spluttering, eating digestive biscuits. You ever do that? Eat digestive biscuits and milk and put it in your mouth and like go in and pretend to get sick in the toilet.
That's way too revealing.
What? You shouldn't have admitted that anyway.
You still have to give Bobo a bit of ammunition there so you can do it.
Digestive biscuits all in the chat now later on.
No, I used to put my head against the radiator at night.
For the
go and say temperature, you know what I mean?
Big red mark across the forehead.
Temperature and tan, man.
3rd-degree burns in the head. No wonder you have a temperature.
Right.
Stuck to the radiator. Can't get to school.
Double a Carlos television in the morning.
Oh wow.
Oh, Bobo. Thanks very much for that, Bobo.
Always entertaining.
Yeah, so to mark our 1 year anniversary, we said we were going to get some of our best bits and things like that. So start off the man to me left, Eddie. What would have been your favourite episode throughout all of them?
My favourite episode, I think, was Jimmy Dunn. I thought when we had him on, it was the most interesting, in my opinion.
Why though? You can't just pick an episode.
You're looking there like, so, you know, when you're younger there, you want to be a professional footballer and you're actually talking to someone there who is a professional footballer and you're seeing just what goes through. Even when he was on about the likes of, did he say it was at Chelsea? When he got the bone scan to see like what size you're going to be in that, like stuff like that just intrigues you.
Gives you an extra insight.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes
stuff. It was very good.
Yeah, that's.
No, it was a good episode. Yeah.
But I think that's everyone's go-to because it was probably
a guest.
Like, do you know what I mean? I think apart from that, like, how many have we? 40? This is going to be 47.
47, yeah, this one.
Like 47. It's not bad for a year's work, like, you know. So there's a lot.
Holidays thrown in between.
There's a few bank holiday ones, yeah. That's
thrown us off. Tech issues as well.
Yeah, we won't talk about them. But,
we might talk about them.
We'll talk about them later on. But yeah, no, the whole thing. It's hard to remember, like, until you see, like, go through the page for clips, or even there. I was looking at the old stories there today, and there's episodes and moments that you forget. You're like, Jesus, that happened there, and there's so much there was so much going on, like, you know what I mean? It's hard to pinpoint, you know.
It's hard to remember all the shit you talk every
That's
week, isn't it?
It is. But you know what I think? See,
you don't want anything sometimes.
When that happens as well, you could put in, like I seen a few times there was topics put in, but you remember straight away, like, oh no, I think we talked about that in the back of your head, although it was probably highly likely that it was just pure shite talk, like, you know.
There's just wee triggers, I think, and you'd never forget it, and then you hear a wee word and then you're like, fuck yeah, that's what we spoke about in that episode, like when we were running through them. I think, sorry, I'll just take the spotlight here as usual. The imposter one, I like the imposter one the champ done that time. I thought that was a really good discussion, because I think, like, as I say, 80 to 100, or what am I going with me stupid stats here, but like about 80% of people, I'd say majority of people basically kind of deal with that and think they're not deserving of what they should be, and I just think it's nice to get out there and talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, something we could all relate to. Like.
It is, and that's probably like the main theme of the podcast. Like when you're trying to put your finger on what the identity of the whole podcast is, it probably is something that we try and keep, that we can relate to, or keep as interesting as possible. I know there's weeks there you have awful episodes, but you have to just be consistent and keep pumping them out, like, and we'll probably touch on that later on, but that's kind of the highs and lows of it, where there's one week where you could have a unexpected episode and it could be unbelievable, but you could be well prepared for another one.
That's why that one was so good.
Yeah, and it can be like really, you know, I don't know, not dull, but like just hard, like forced. Do you know what I mean?
Monotonous as well.
But the main thing is, like, you have to try and make it into the
like best. That word, like that word, did you?
Nice, yeah.
Monotonous.
The best.
Who said that one?
We'll save that for later. I think Bobo might have uttered it out of his mouth when he was barking down the road. But I think that's what he was trying to pronounce. Like,
no, it's just the consistency. You have to keep doing it and trying to make it as best as possible. You know, you're sometimes you be clutching there when I'm at it and I'm like, right, where's the wee bit of the giggle there that you'll try and build the whole episode around, like, do you know what I mean? And in fairness to us, like, I think 90% of the episodes there has been that wee bit of a appeal, like, that you can draw people in, and it's
lighthearted as well, you know. It's serious and then it moves between the both, like,
it's good.
I like, and as you said, our theme of it, like, just discussing it, really, like, not being afraid to give your own opinion on stuff as well, is really good. And it's, you hear the feedback from people and stuff like that. But what was your favourite one, Calm Dog?
I'd probably say the Macaro one, because it was just different. It was live in front of everybody. Like, there was pressure on. Like, I know me and you done it and that, but I think there was, like, pressure on. Like, try not to fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Try not to make a mess of something. And it kind of went really, really well. And it just kind of, that's my favourite because of how much we were, like, before we were like, right, what questions we asking? Right, you asked this, I asked this. Right, makes. And then when
we had the letters on
the but that's what funny, I mean. It was just the kind of build up and the nerves before, because there was a live audience. Like, you know, we were kind of thinking in our heads, what if we tried to say something funny and it fell flat? But like, nothing really kind of fell flat in terms
They actually helped you a lot with that as well, because they were good at talking.
They were deadly. They were,
and a few bottles,
and they were half cut. They were half cut on the episodes. So I mean, like,
a few pints before, he said, I think they're a wee bit now be going on.
But that's what I mean, because of them as well. Everything just went so smoothly. So I think for myself, like, that was probably my favourite in terms of overall challenges, let's say.
That was a challenge. But I remember looking at your, like, hand when we were doing, and your hand was kind of shaking when you were looking at the page. It's just hilarious. But you do be like that.
But
it's like, that's,
you just want to do it well.
But that was a live, like, that was no joke. Like, that was, there was lights on you, there was 3 or 4 cameras on you, there was people there drinking, and when you're putting alcohol into the mix of it as well, it gets a bit risky, and then
you have to keep them entertained to some sort.
It probably was the first kind of big barrier. I know we did one before that, but that was kind of pre-recorded and you could edit in and out whatever you wanted. But when you're talking live, like, it's a big step, like, and it was a big moment for, like, the podcast, like, as a whole.
But I think that's what you said it perfectly there. It was a big
barrier, because after that I'm just like, right, like if I can do this, then I can cover. You can chat about anything here, because if you can do it live in front of, I don't know, there's probably 20 people there, if even. But I mean, it's still the fact of, right, you got over that barrier, you can do whatever.
You can run down to Africa now. Yeah.
Not far off that, but
do it.
you can do anything. Yeah, just believe.
What do you think, Dag?
Monotonous. I've been mad to say that since you said it, but
when you say it a few times, you get a proper feel for pronouncing it.
It's cool. Yeah. Anyway, probably one of the Movember series for me. The first one that we were in, I would say, is probably the best, or my favourite one, just because it opened up a different side to us. I felt we spoke about things that we've probably haven't really spoken about as a group, and we opened up and just sort of showed a different side of ourselves, which I thought was really nice, and felt good, felt very reassuring after it, and
relieving.
Yeah, went away with a good feeling. So probably, and I enjoyed listening back to it as well, which I usually don't. I can struggle to listen back sometimes, but I did know I enjoyed listening back to them, and even the second, the third one as well after that, like I really enjoyed them as well, because we bit heartwarming listening back.
Yeah, it is.
It was probably then, that's the next stage of the podcast, the next barrier to overcome, and it was it was good to kind of step out of that structure that we were doing at the time and try something different, because at the same time you're taking risks with it every week, you're trying different things here and there, and I think that was definitely a big kind of outside of the comfort zone thing.
It was completely off the cuff as well. We didn't really know what we were going to expect. Like we hadn't spoken about anything beforehand.
Yeah, no,
like I didn't know what anyone else here was going to say. We didn't know what we were going to talk about. So
that's why I was saying I was a bit nervous for it.
I think that's good though. It's natural, like, and you're saying things you actually want to say instead of like thinking about it all day. Like, oh, what am I pre-planned stuff I'm going to say in my head? Like, it's off the cuff. It's way better. I'd agree with Dag. Like, I was going to say, I know it's easy for me to say now, but I was going to say the
one you're on though.
Yeah, the one I was on though. Yeah, no, the whole Movember series, because like as a group we didn't get to sit down and talk about that stuff, like, because we're either in like a big group setting where like half the people haven't been through what we've been through, and I'd be in total agreement with that. Like, I think it's one of that like 3-part series or 4-part series that we done. It's probably the best thing we've done. Never mind any of the guests, like for us as a group, like never mind. I know we love all the listeners and stuff like that, but it was more so for ourselves, like, and it was great.
Nice to be.
I really enjoyed that.
What about you, John?
I'd probably say, like, to go off a different kind of side of things. I think when we were starting off and we were trying to find our feet, like, and we were trial and error, I thought a lot of the first episodes were, because they were so, random and we were so nervous, there was a few funny moments at the start. And then when we got into kind of the introductions, like, the way we did it, that was kind of probably the first part series, like the 8 introductions, like, because our mates were even telling us that they couldn't tell us apart on the thing. So I thought that was very, the 8-part thing was very very good, because it opened you up to that vulnerability to be like quizzed. You're in the hot seat, you're on the spot, you don't know what's coming. And it was like, that was hard, because that was like, you're sitting there with a microphone, you're only 3 or 4 episodes in, and now you're getting grilled, like, and it's going out to the world, like. So I remember looking at could have been Bobo, and he was sitting there in that chair, and he was just like, what have I got myself into? What have I got myself into? But I think everyone was, because when it was my go, then I was like, Jesus, again, could be said here, I'm gonna have to, I had the luxury of cutting all the stuff out. So
but it was a nice icebreaker.
No, it was,
it sort of molded you into the podcast then, because if you were reluctant, we were all sort of reluctant to speak at the start, I think, and it was who's like trying to get your word in at times and not wanting to speak over and all that sort of stuff. But then when you got those couple of minutes when you were being quizzed and grilled, but you sort of broke you in a wee bit then into the podcast, I think.
I thought it was a wee bit funny. Like, I obviously done the one before with Duffy and that. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but like,
I'm a big podcaster, yeah.
When I went to Duffy's one, like, we drank a 70cl of Pink Gin or something. Peter McKenna's shop, and I thought you'd be dead on, but when the mic drops in front of your face, you're like, Jesus. And I was looking out for that, because now I was still a bit, nervy myself, but I could see a few lips quivering and stuff like that, and it was funny. But it shows how far we come now.
But just on that, the first couple of episodes, we've 8 headsets here, and
did we have?
we had to get rid of the headsets because the boys couldn't fucking stand listen to their own voice. They were afraid to talk.
Yeah.
So I remember the first couple of episodes. It was just because you were you were afraid. You were afraid because you were like, oh, this is I can hear myself back in the headphones here. And I think then again it was a learning curve. Once we took the headphones out, then it was just now it still is daunting. When the microphone's there, but it was kind of our first learning curve in that sense of things.
It's good to be real though as well. Nothing. You're not going to set up a podcast, get everything, and you're not going to motor through I don't know, a TV presenter or something. Yeah,
8 Muppets that never. They don't open their mouth.
Go into the pub. Go anywhere we go, into the corner. No one beside us.
But just
want to talk to the world.
That's what we're doing now, is that?
Just on that there, though, you were saying about the 70CL, maybe we could do a wee Christmas special here. We'll have a few.
I would like that.
We'll get a bodule or something down here, and we'll have a few drinks, and we'll record maybe on a Friday or something, and see what happens then. I think that could be.
Can I wear my Thomas?
That could be a good
Santa hat combo. That'd be beautiful.
we could do a wee dress up thing as well. I think that could be a good idea. Yeah.
Degley organised the keg.
That popped up when I was looking through them videos today. We won't get into that. We won't get into
story
that.
for another day.
Do we have another?
Do we have another? Yeah.
Are we moving on to John?
Segment.
Yeah, we'll move on to. We've had a handful,
Katie's
so we'll
segment.
go our favourite guest. I know Eddie's touched on his already. Go on, Dollar.
You want me to go? Yeah.
Go on,
I was
son.
going to say Eddie and CC probably. I think maybe Brona. I think Brona had some balls coming down with 8 lads there and come down so confident of you, so articulate. No kind of support really there. I think Ronan dropped her down or something, but she walked in all smiley, spoke absolutely incredibly, and I thought that was a great conversation. No, I'm not saying anything against anyone else. All the ones I've done I've enjoyed, but I just thought that one stood out there a wee bit. Just her coming down, no kind of qualms about it. Boom, straight in and doing her stuff.
It was good insight into what she actually does as influence manager.
How lovely. What was that? Organic growth, was that? Was the phrase she was using, was it?
I can't remember yesterday, never mind that.
But I think each guest had their own
It's unique,
uniqueness to it, and it's hard to pick because each added something different. And we were lucky enough to have some, all the guests were well known, brought something different to the table, and we were lucky, and we have a few more there in the pipeline that we just couldn't get to at the minute, and it probably is a big asset that we have as a group and as connections. You have these connections through people, and it's good. I enjoyed all the guests because although you might not have been in it, you're sitting there and it's like you're at listening to this person's life story live, you know what I mean, and it's good.
And they're giving up their time for us.
Absolutely,
They're doing us a favour, coming down.
Well, in fairness.
Next time you see it.
Yeah, we need a sponsor for that.
I like
Before
though
we
the
start
conversation she had as well, what she was saying, kind of she was nearly at a crossroads with her life, and then she just took the jump and done what she wanted to do, and look, she's reaping the rewards and all the work that goes into it. Because sometimes you think a wee bit, there's a few emails that go into it or something like that, but there's actually a lot. She's really a mother to them girls, sort of, that type of way. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was good to get that insight. Yeah. What about yourself, John?
Big Eck.
Yeah.
X was a very good episode.
How many F words can you fit into the one
He
podcast?
doesn't give an F.
Yeah.
It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin, wasn't it?
That was mental. How did that come about though?
He was on the third episode or something,
He
wasn't
was
he?
just back for a few weeks.
Some of us weren't even
How did that come about? Where did that? I know he was back, but did he come up with the idea or did someone reach out? I can't even remember.
I was talking to him about it, but I can't remember. Evan would be he'd joke about stuff like that. I'm like, I'm on the podcast, kid, and all, but I don't know if I said it to him, and I was like, I think I did say it to him, and we were like, yeah, we'll see, because people were going to Australia, like, do you know what I mean? We were like, why don't we get insight from this absolute Haddo Billy who's been there twice?
Haddo Billy.
Down back.
Oh, gee, what? He was telling a few stories he had to cut out as well.
Yeah.
I listened back to the first question you asked him. Oh, what was it about? It was something. It was something mad. It was like a big spiel about something. He's just like, I don't even know the answer to that, man.
Yeah, I can't remember. I knew I was going to say that to him. And I ended up sending him the screenshot with that in. He was like, what is this question? And I was like,
it was like something to do with the multicultural impact of Irish people going to Australia or something like that. I was listening back about it.
I don't even know how to start that, man.
Yeah. I'll just leave, will I?
Yeah.
You know, it would have been brilliant if he had to turn around and start banging out some bullshit about it.
Yeah. That would have been an in or reverse.
That's what I was trying to get him to do.
It was just going wrong.
No, I say for you too, Paddy Keenan was a big, for Jod and Dig, two men, boy. Paddy Keenan was a big one.
Paddy definitely would have been my favourite. Purely for the reason being that we grew up watching him and like were mesmerised by him for so long, and then tortured him for weeks and weeks and weeks to come on, and then he finally come on, and he's not a very outspoken person, and would be quite quiet and doesn't really like the spotlight, doesn't like interviews, wasn't a big fan of podcasts, but in fairness him come on here and spoke unbelievably well. I really enjoyed that one. So yeah, I'd say Paddy's definitely my favourite one anyway. What do you think, Judd?
Yeah, no, look, just to go back on what I said earlier, that's probably what my viewpoint was on all the guests, but I think that was the first videoed one, was it?
Yeah.
So like again, like it was another step in the right direction, and I think from all the feedback from all the guests, but particularly the first one, it was kind of people got to see your faces, got to see the setup, got to see all that, and the feedback was that you could have listened for another 2 hours about it, like, you know, and that's always a good thing. People wanted more because you don't want it to be going on and on and on and on. People turn it off, like, so. Yeah, no, look, they were all unique in their own way, so it's hard to pick out one. But no, I enjoyed them all, and I have to say, definitely.
We're not forgetting.
I love the Jimmy Dunn one, but I would have loved to have been on it. So, but I'm picking the Paddy Keenan one over. But I did love the Jimmy Dunn one, but the Paddy Keenan one mainly because, like, it felt, as you said, he was the first guest, video guest. You didn't know what way it was going to go. We know him, so we know, like, he didn't really like the podcasts and publicly speaking. But then he just, like, it's almost like he talked for most of it. You know what I mean? We didn't have to drag questions out of him or anything like that. Like, he kind of carried the podcast episode in that way. So it was like, it was easy, you know. So I think that's mainly why it's my favourite. But I did love the Jimmy Dunn one, but it's second because I'm being a selfish prick. I wasn't on it.
We're very lucky with all the guests that we had on.
Mm-hmm.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
Like there was no difficult guests. Everything's just sort of flowed really organically.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
There's some words.
Oh yeah.
Organically monotonous.
Too brave here.
I'm only joking. No, you don't.
What did he say?
monotonous.
Qualm earlier on. That was another
Qualm,
one.
yeah.
Qualm.
But no, we were very lucky and still very, very thankful
Yeah.
of all the guests we had on. And
Sure, we have to shout out Chacho as well.
Chacho
Chacho's
as
one
well. Chacho's
very
was a
good
good
coming
episode.
on. That was nice to talk
that was a good
about, you know,
episode.
someone losing a
Yeah.
close
it wasn't
friend.
easy for him either because
No.
it was like it
was raw.
And it's not
it was
his
very
own
fresh,
for him,
Yeah, and it's not his own grip as well.
No.
It's you know,
No,
we know
very
him like
tough thing to do.
Yeah, that is tough.
Who else
That-
did we
yeah,
have?
that's tough.
The Kettle get 5 minutes, no? Or am I dreaming that?
He would be sick if we didn't mention him. wouldn't he?
Yeah, he did get on it.
Kettle got 5
Yeah, he
minutes.
did.
Jeez.
Remember-
See what I mean? You forget all about it.
Remember he was answering the question about the items taken to the beach or something.
Oh,
He must have
that's
done 400. Yeah, I don't know what he said.
Oh, you just put me on the spot there. For about 5 minutes, rubbing his head about
And then
it.
he just took a pair of shorts.
Yeah, he gave a terrible answer.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it was. You're going to have them on you anyway, pal.
He gave a
Pair of
terrible
shorts, a
answer.
bottle of water.
Yeah.
6 eggs.
Fuck, I forgot about him.
Who else we had?
What's the other
I
ones
think
we
that
had?
was
I
it.
think
Macara,
that was it. We have all the
Paddy
video ones, definitely,
Brona,
don't we?
Chacho, Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so hopefully that's a good array for the first year. We'll see what
That
your
is-
two matches up for that.
That's all.
Nice
Like,
people from different kind of walks.
yeah, that's a good going. Like for busy men, like
Yeah.
you know, that's good to get.
Businessman.
Reach out, you know, business. No, that'll be next year, I'd say now. But
We're chill man these days.
Yeah, we'll be looking to get a few more. That's hopefully a pitch for anyone that wants to come on.
Yeah. Anyone fancies going one-on-one with the great one on the mic? Don't get too excited, John.
Better
Better
happen.
next.
Yeah.
Better
So what
happen,
what are we up to next, John?
Yeah,
We've
so
a few. These are probably like the
of the year awards.
moments, like the moments.
Oscars.
The Oscars, yeah. We should have got a few.
Should have went to Oscars.
We should have got a few awards made up, but
Yeah, so we'll go at our
Eddie has an award for someone there.
I can't say that.
I didn't even cop that.
Delete that part. Delete that part.
did you see where he was holding that? Oh my god!
Yeah, so we'll move on to our favourite catchphrase / running joke of the year.
There's a few mental ones of these, didn't we?
Daughter's catchphrase.
You and run around the room then after that.
What? Greetings, guys.
Yeah, guys, just
Just
anything guys in
Guys,
general.
yeah.
Like,
Guys is just something I picked up from work, you know what I mean? Just trying to include everyone.
I'd love to clip up all the intros or all the bits, you know, and then put them into like a montage. Guys.
I'd say
Greetings, guys.
listeners would love that. I got a fair few compliments on that. And then the greetings, guys is just a double same letter, you know what I mean? I just pulled that out of the
Double
bag.
G.
GG McCurr.
Yeah, double G.
Was it Paul Morgan's fault that the guys kept going because he recognised it?
Yeah, he recognised it. And he said it to me every time.
Cheers, Paul Morgan.
He's just not calling me guy.
He highlighted it, yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
highlighted
you had a few going. You had a couple of few there, though.
Did I? What was the other ones that I have?
No, I love the you started it, but we kept it going. Every inspirational quote that we don't know who said that. Oh, Gandhi, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Just everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
You
Just anything.
said-
I didn't start that. Gandhi started that.
yeah, Gandhi, man. Sorry.
Never back.
That's my favourite.
Never backed early kickoff.
Yeah.
Gandhi.
Gandhi.
That's where it comes from. You don't always see it in Facebook.
Yeah, that's
There you
my
have it,
favourite.
folks.
Yeah. Never. Don't trust me.
No, trust me.
Squaring up to the camera. Trust me.
Yeah. Life experience, folks.
Yeah,
No anything else.
the Gandhi one's great.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsors.
Sponsor us. Blue legs.
That did.
Blue legs.
And we got absolutely no sponsors in the
we did.
meantime.
Oh, we got 6 eggs off kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I
What else?
ate all them in about 2 days, I think.
Did you get the eggs?
I thought we were meant to
left here.
Oh, you're meant to give them away or something.
Sorry, listeners as well.
they were meant to get
They were meant to be a giveaway, but they were just 8.
Wally,
And
the
that
whole,
was it. Yeah.
not even cooked.
Shell and all.
Yeah.
Any listen to us bump into him over Christmas there. He owes you an egg. Is
Listen to us.
that what he said?
Yeah.
Hawk twirls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
One that I have, personal favourite of mine was daughter's reluctancy to talk into the microphone. Absolutely mental.
That's not a catchphrase.
No, but that's it was a running
Had to be a joke.
joke for me. It was fucking mental, like. But
Exactly.
yeah.
Are you able to play the going
Just
mad?
Oh, I
That's
actually
actually
probably
it there,
could.
Jack.
Let me
What?
see.
That's on there.
I probably that's that there.
That's the
Like,
that's
you
the
see-
ongoing one.
You see, before the video, like I'd say I did that about 30 times every episode to him. Let me see. I have to get this right
I'd
here.
love if you'd be able to get that.
I
up
could.
here.
I
What are you trying to get
I
up?
can. Hold on. Give me cuteness here for a sec.
Oh, me just go mad at
That was my favourite moment.
the fuck up.
Right. Wait.
No,
Let me see.
lads, I'm gonna box his head in.
Right.
You can
wait.
just hear that.
hold.
You can just cut it out.
Yeah, you can cut this.
Do another buzzer and just cut that bit out.
Right, that's the start of it.
Man, I'm gonna pause this now.
Yeah,
Man,
you-
I'm gonna put your head. I'm gonna punch your head. Why are you going like that and going like this and going like that? What the fuck you doing?
I was telling you to come closer.
Man, I'm on the mic like that and he's going, come closer. I'm on the mic, you stupid.
Relax.
His blurring skills are great. You can hear me going fucking and then you can hear me after that.
The relax at the end gets me all the time. That was you, wasn't it? Relax.
Oh, I'll never forget you jumping up. What do you want me to do?
Mike in the
What
mouth.
was that, like the second or third episode?
I think that was the second.
It was the first 30 seconds.
So it was absolutely brilliant.
What about the salmon? Like that was a running joke for CC,
Yeah,
turned
actually,
into an
yeah.
actual segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably is
Yeah.
the biggest one. Yeah, now that you say it.
Did we ever find out how much we raised up to Sam?
That was a running joke as well.
It's just every God. You're gonna get 250
We
for that.
cite everybody thinking that we're going to donate.
I
Nah, I'm
think-
joking.
Oh,
I'm joking. I'm joking. I said I'm joking.
I think
We will, folks. Promise.
what we can do for that is we did the Movember thing, so we raised well over our Targa for that, so we can put that towards it. That was a good deal.
Yeah, once that's totted up,
Yeah.
Paddy and we've it sent away, we'll give out the number.
But the salmon, yeah, like I did forget
salmon,
about that. That
yeah,
was
like that
probably
was-
the biggest one, like, because it did turn into the segment. Yeah.
Paul Morgan was the original salmon, wasn't he?
Yeah.
There was a few forward and backs with Paul in the
The
DMs.
socials. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Anything else? Anyone else? Any catch? Like, no doubt about it that people have, when they listen, like, I'm going to say it, when I listen back,
Oh, you
I
wanna
say
think?
I say it like about 700 times.
one of
Do you
them.
know what I mean?
I was suppose for a while.
There
Just kept
was-
saying suppose after every word.
There was another one as well that I was saying.
My favourite is CC's. Yeah.
He's engaged.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening.
There's actually a fact that
I did
if
notice
someone's saying yeah to you, that means that you're actually not listening.
Yeah, you're just
Whatever, I don't know what episode it was. I was listening to it and I was driving home from Dublin, and I was coming. I came out of the port tunnel, right, and he went on a tangent of yeah, and I was thumping the shite out of the steering wheel. I was this close to ringing him and making him listen on the
Making
phone.
him listen.
I was absolutely. I think I texted you.
You
about
did,
it.
yeah.
I was fuming.
You should have just rang him and just kept going, yeah.
Just like, what's this fella on
I
about?
did
then?
notice.
Going,
I did
yeah.
notice that a few weeks ago. That someone was talking. I was going, "Oh, here's yeah, oh yeah."
It's class,
And I was just going,
Well, that really
Probably
suits with your
stop doing that.
personality.
"What the?"
Because you're saying, yeah, you're ignorant.
Yeah, but
And
it's
you're
like
not
an
listening, so yeah, it kind of makes sense why you do that. To be
the
honest,
opposite
it's
way.
all there.
I am
It's
listening.
just yeah.
I am listening.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right. We'll go on to our.
there probably is more, but like it's hard to think, isn't it? Though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grazer might send a few.
Grazer will send a few.
There's no doubt
Oh.
he's picked up on everything.
Grazer's like the
Razor
personal
and
feedback.
Davey.
Yeah, the boy used to be sending in,
Davey.
and you're just telling him to stop doing that, and you're like, okay, stop taking this down for a few weeks, will you?
Davey Thursday morning about 11 o'clock in the morning, miles off it. At least once every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
miles off it, lads.
He is wrong.
Yeah, he's probably not. Right, John,
Oh.
go on. Take us
Our-
into the next one.
We'll go our worst salmon and knowledge answer. I'm
Easy.
starting.
It's easy.
An octopus has no hearts. According to Eddie, was the worst one.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad though.
How? It's a living.
Yeah, but like a jellyfish doesn't have a heart.
Oh, he's done research.
yeah.
He's done research.
I've done my research.
You knew this was
There's
coming.
quite a few animals that don't have hearts.
Jellyfish is like a transparent small thing, though.
Okay.
So I could combat that and say, well, a whale does have a heart. That's a sea
But
creature
yeah, but
as well.
but because they have hearts. So obviously, you know they have
Oh,
hearts.
well,
Yeah.
they don't. Jellyfish don't have
Yeah,
hearts.
but an answer was about
And an
not
octopus
having
does
hearts.
have a heart.
Yeah, but that was the question. Was oh fuck! I don't
How
even
many
know.
hearts did I have? No.
Yeah, and I was
That's the
thinking it was a
question,
trick
how many
question.
hearts?
Yeah, I was thinking it was a trick question.
Do you have any more? There, you said there's a few animals that don't have hearts. Do you have any?
Can we check them up? Yeah, no. Well, I done my research straight after. But yeah,
Yeah,
I know
to prevent
that
the
the
backlash.
jellyfish. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was getting mixed up with.
What was the answer that CC got wrong and he was raging one day? Was it a footballer answer
Like
or
he was
something?
proper like.
No, it was
centre back or something
it was
that scored a header.
it was the who's played every minute of the Premier
Oh,
League.
that's what it
He
was.
looked
And
like
it's
he was
not
about to
that
stop
it's
ball
not
and
that I
crying.
was raging. It was that it took me ages. Like I was going around with so many questions, and Champ was like, "Would you just give up?" And I was like, "No, I want to ask. Like, is it about this and this?" And I finally got to it. I was
You did
just
take
sick.
the
sat
piss
there
with a
for
couple
3
answers,
minutes.
so like.
Yeah, I
Was
know
it
I did.
not,
That's what I mean. That's what it
And
was.
did you name it right?
No, I got it wrong.
Did you get the centre?
I got it right. It was Gabrielle, was it?
No, it was
Tarkowski.
Tarkowski. Gabrielle was second.
Did
yeah.
you? Could you guess?
My first
Was yours
guess.
centre back
No,
corner, no?
my first guess was Bruno. I think he came like 7th or
He
something.
was giving everything and all. And Michael Keane.
Yeah,
Did I guess?
that's why I thought he said.
Did I guess Michael
That was
Keane?
Tarkowski's partner. Was it?
Yeah, but yeah, no, I got it wrong anyways. But it took me. It was the easy longest question out of the whole salmon segment for the year. Took me about 3 minutes to answer it.
What was the question we had in the salmon about 4 times?
Oh,
Was it a capital?
Capital of Finland.
Helsinki.
Capital of Finland.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not the longest coastline in the world.
One of them.
No, it was Helsinki as well.
No,
we
Helsinki.
had
Every
Helsinki
second
recently.
week.
No.
Recently enough. What
I still got it wrong.
I had a bad
Oh
one
yeah,
then.
I was just gonna say that.
What was
Me,
that?
you, and Champ, and Eddie. But Eddie, I think Eddie had to leave or something. And where was the this year's US Open played?
Oh, yes.
John's answer. Somewhere in Scotland.
That's after triggering one of my.
Champ just goes, the US Open in Scotland.
I remember that.
He thought it was the US Open, man.
That was a hard one there.
That was my
What
favourite
was the
one.
one with Deg? I think Deg's thought about this and he said nothing. What was the Olympics one with Deg? Was it not like something like
Paris. What was that? He thought he was right.
Where was the...
that? He envisioned it in his head. Deg, you know.
What was it?
He didn't let someone-
You know exactly.
He didn't let-
Tell us.
He didn't let someone like say the full question and just said Athens.
I thought it was no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain myself here. There was some event that was on this year that was going back to where the first time it was ever held, and I got mixed up thinking.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Back to the first time it was held, which was in Athens. No, I don't know what the other event
Yeah,
was.
you
Yeah,
just,
that's what I was going to
Maybe it
ask.
was the US Open.
you just
back in
shout,
Scotland.
but you just shouted like Paris or something. You're just like,
No, I
what?
just
He
I
said-
was
he
just
said
very
Athens.
confident.
Yeah.
Paris was
the answer was the answer. Yeah, yeah.
Just
that's what it
turned
was.
around with the moustache full blown on and just said Paris.
Yeah.
Au revoir.
Easy mistake.
Do we have any other ones? We did have a few howlers.
There is a few
There's
more.
a few howlers there. There was a few crickets given. It's hard. There's not many shy questions that go in. You can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember anymore myself.
Not
No.
the brightest bunch.
Not the brightest. No.
Remember we done the salmon with the boys in Macara as well? Was it Mulla or Vino or one of them that got all of them right?
Got all of them right. We
It
were
was
like,
Mulla, I think.
we asked,
Might be Vino.
was it we asked Vino what Mulla? No, we asked Mulla what Vino's middle name was, and he got it right.
Yeah.
And then we asked him what else. Date
It,
of
wa-
birth. or
it
something.
was the bottle. Do you know what was the first question? Was something about Macara, I think, and it was the bottle, the wee stubby. We asked him what design was on it or what year was
Yeah.
the wall built or something,
And he got
knew
it right.
Like, and then
Yeah,
he got
yeah.
the birthday.
Yeah.
And as soon as you asked me, he goes, "Ha! I know this."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just boom.
All the way shocked. And then they had mixed their own. Vino got them all wrong, and they made him a drink, and they had like all
What did they have
coffee
in
and
that?
They had like egg whites.
Egg
and all
whites.
Egg
that
whites,
stuff.
Yeah,
coffee,
yeah.
vodka, gin, and all this.
Yeah, rock.
Fuck, we sip for it actually. Just for a buzz, you know.
Brave man. Brave man.
Bit of protein in there with the egg whites, you know.
Yeah. Bit of protein and
That's
the
really all
salmon.
our salmon,
The
isn't it?
salmon probably we had a few
Howlers.
very handy ones
You'd
as well.
love to have them all clipped there.
We
wouldn't you?
should, you'd love to have them
Yeah.
all rolled out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that for the next year,
Yeah.
and we'll go through a few of them because there was some. Like I remember some of the questions.
Will happen.
Yeah.
Some of the questions were absolutely. Some of the ideas we had were absolutely deadly, but
Yeah.
you know yourself. But
Yeah.
Anyways.
Didn't bring them to fruition.
we'll
That's
throw
word.
it back to you, John. What's next on the agenda?
Oh, we're gonna go with our rabbit hole of the year, and
Dags, mate.
the eggs, mate.
Yeah.
No.
chance.
There's no one else taking this. No apart from
RFK.
the CIA.
Endocrine disruptor McKenna.
How did you remember that?
Don't worry,
Must have looked it up.
I've been doing my research.
Had to.
Don't call me a part of CIA. Terrorist organisation.
Sorry.
Enough of that.
I just remember just looking at the clock, being like, "What is?" I think did someone stopped you? Did they?
No, with the first question I went to ask, and it was a big. That's what
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah,
about. Yeah, the
yeah.
big paragraph.
Yeah, oh,
And
yeah.
I was half. No, it was you that saw me. Like, Dada, hold on
just,
now.
yeah, just summarise that.
I just don't even know what you said there.
he was
Reading out a passage from the Bible.
He was reading out an article from a newspaper about 4 paragraphs long, and I was like, "What? Where even is he?" And because we were reading it as well on the phone, I was like, "I don't even know what's going on here." And then he proceeded down the tinfoil alley.
Was there Tinfoil Alley? Sounds like a fun place, to be honest. Was there any particular things I said that deserve rabbit hole? Never just mind myself.
Just you as a whole.
Paddy, I think
endocrine disruptors.
Paddy saved it with the RFK fucking phrase.
Why? Because that he's a dole head.
I said he wasn't a dole head. Thought he was going on as if I was quoting some fella who's on Facebook posting statuses up. This fella's sued all these companies.
Yeah, what was he like? What
and
makes
won
you?
every one of them.
Why do you believe him? Like, why out of all people, him or something? Wasn't it? It was one of them questions.
yeah.
As if he's some.
And I was
as
like,
if-
it makes sense. And he was like, cut me off. And then I had to just obviously come out with he's not a dole head.
as if he's some.
You had to be
Facebook
cut
mate.
off, or we were going to be cancelled.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. What else? Who else? Any other ones?
Rabbit holes.
I think anytime there was a stage where anytime we were talking about sport,
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford got brought up like once every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were just like, hold on a minute, let's talk about something else apart from Marcus Rashford. I think it was,
And him shite.
yeah, exactly. But I think there was a few weeks where we mentioned him numerous times.
It was Marcus Rashford, Ten Hag, and United.
Yeah.
It was just a constant flow of. You'd be talking about RFK, and then all of a sudden, then you're talking about Marcus Rashford.
Just obsessed with it.
Just mental.
We did move a lot away from sports though, like with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first couple episodes, because we didn't really know what to talk about. Like
That's
we were probably
intelligent
going,
though, just like thinking back, like the only thing we probably know. Yeah, fuck sure.
and we still don't know anything about football either.
Yeah. That's a good one, CC. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
actually. That was
because I
brilliant.
remember when we were talking about golf. Champ brought up a question about McRoy,
Yes.
like about passion or something,
Yeah.
and somehow we diverted over to Marcus Rashford. And I remember you just going, "Can we just stop talking about Rashford, lads, please?"
That was another good episode. That
Yeah.
passion.
That was good.
What was
Yeah,
that?
passion over
Passion,
paycheck.
paycheck.
Or was
That was
it
a good
passion
one,
versus paycheck?
Yeah, that was a good one. And then Dean's famous one, the Doomsday one, was it?
Doomsday Diaries. Yeah, that was a good one.
Was that the vineyard?
I haven't heard.
Yeah. No, that was
we'll
the.
get to the vineyard in a
That
minute.
was the normal message they got.
Oh, okay,
Doomsday
mate.
prep.
Batten down the hatches.
Band down the hatches.
I
The
want to
words.
get that person onto the podcast. I'd have a great chat
Oh,
with
you
them.
do now.
You know what?
Big 16-hour live marathon podcast about conspiracy theories.
You take the two of them in and hit record and then just delete it.
You think it go dead? The electricity be gone in the house.
Oh yeah.
You could have turned it on and just say cancelled on the screen.
What were you?
Or just stop.
What were you going to say? The one about you moving to fucking Italy with
Yeah,
a big
the
vineyard.
No,
Vineyard.
that wasn't it. No, that wasn't.
Did that not come from the Doomsday one though? Because
No, that was the.
it was we were talking about bunkers and then
Oh, that was
That
something
was
about
save at your parents' house.
houses. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, sure.
But
John's kicking.
It wasn't my
John's
vineyard.
kicking the two parents,
Yeah.
Julie and Adrian, out of the shop.
I got they got reminded of that the other day as well.
Did they?
Tell you, yeah, Dad,
You
need
not
to buy,
think that's a bit of a rabbit hole, no?
yeah, Dad says you need to buy a house. I said I have a house. That was it. Shut down.
What'd you say? The pet centre's his guy.
No, the pet centre's their gaff. I told you they're going to live over that, and I'm going to take over the house.
You need to buy a house. I have a house.
Yeah,
It's just
Oh,
a cheeky
just reply to
remark.
that.
I have a house. Yeah.
but sure, he
just knew his place.
He's no
did he?
match for me.
Yeah.
He's no match for me these days. No one in that house is actually.
Yeah.
I'm the king of
So
the
there'll
castle.
be a few words to add about that now.
Look, everyone knows of players, but that was Dean that started the vineyard thing. That
Yeah.
was
That's my vineyard.
That was
Dean's
crazy.
Vineyard. What was that?
What was that for?
Looked up a few on Daft.e as well.
He wanted to retire or something.
Is it because it's cheap land? Cheap land.
He said,
there.
"Live in
Nobody's gonna know me.
live in Italy, not speak a word of Italian, so he doesn't have to talk to anybody, and have his own wee vineyard."
Do you think he wouldn't want to give out to anyone? He'd learn a little bit of Italian so he can
I
give
just
out.
cough at them like Bubble.
Yeah, good.
When you see, like when you mention stuff like that, it just takes your head to like the episode before, and you can remember it like
Yeah.
like even there the episode names like.
Just triggering
It
something.
just you can remember the episode name straight off the bat, like, and we had some good episode names as well, like, and 90% of them were organic as well, like, you know, we just thrown it now.
Oh, ChatGPT McKenna.
The other's ChatGPT's greatest customer, but
Greatest app in the world.
He's best mates with ChatGPT.
Yeah, I can talk to it about conspiracy theories.
Well, bro, what do you think, RFK?
Dolehead.
You go
Totally
to the rum
talking
house
to
when
me.
it opens.
they're talking to it. Jesus.
Well, at least it takes you back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Very true, like.
Oh, I'm telling you, that's the greatest app in the world. Episode title gives you about 20 titles. Not good enough. more. Again, reel the listener in. No. You're not my friend anymore. Boom, phone out the window.
Just again for 20 messages.
Oh man, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
Oh, I'll be devastated if you found out that's actually another person the other side and not an actual computer.
It's actually a person.
It's actually a person. Yeah.
Chat's his first name and GPT his second name, is it?
In a bunker somewhere.
Right, so to finish this off, lads, we're going to go with what was our highlight of the year. So can be anything from the first day we met to events we've done, things we've done. I just think it'll be a nice way to finish.
I think starting. I think just getting first episode starting, because we were saying it for months before that doing it, you know, oh, it's a great idea, so and so, are we all interested, stuff, and then we had our own group chat and we were like, when suits. So I think it was when we first got it done and we were like, right, you know, that's it, let's keep it going and let's keep going from there. I think that was kind of my favourite. That's finally right, the ball's finally rolling, let's go. Do you know?
Champ says, I know we touched on it there last week, but that when we were in Champ's house there,
got all excited. They just
yeah, that was the start of it. I don't know, I just thought that was, I know it's not
that was the start of
listeners, like, but that was the start of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the start of it.
Yeah.
The joys of it. Anyone else highlighted the year? Thought like it is like.
What way did your voice go there?
we have loads of like stuff that you forget happens, like even like giveaways and like
remember the
little things like that. Like we did loads of stuff. Like
remember we spanned for the giveaway in Amsterdam.
And the thing
Was that allowed to happen?
But we
each other were out in the street in Amsterdam videoing each other's phones.
You had to pay for it as well.
Yeah.
Sick too, quite or something.
Did
like that.
you?
Allowed the video.
Still owe me 20 cents even.
And we were like 3 minutes late from the time we said we were going to go live, and me and Chad were at what are we gonna do?
Remember we put it in, there was too much names.
Yeah.
It was like you have to pay for it, and I was like, oh yeah, not paying for that. Put your credit card details into that, and all of a sudden empty.
Yeah.
Put 2 quid in
the 2 quid into the phone, into the charging port.
Put 2 quid in the deckhead. What? Put 2 quid in the deckhead.
In the what?
Fuck up.
It just means put money into someone to get them to walk like.
That's
you know
an
what
idiot.
I mean?
Yeah, but
Filthy bastard.
I didn't hear the head part when you first said it.
I think, another one of my favourite.
No, go on, Eddie.
Eddie, show. Go on,
Yeah.
Get the list out.
Yeah, we'll all see ourselves.
Even though we wasn't there, but I feel like the walk, I feel like that was good. It was fair play for everyone for showing up and that as well. But I feel like that was, you can actually bring people together. Like I know you're seeing listeners listen on the phone, even though half of them are related to us, but it does, at least you can see their support there. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a culmination of everything, like, do you know?
I definitely feel like that
I really enjoyed the Movember night we went up to. That was something, because we spoke about, like, obviously steps and things like that, and you know, it goes from being afraid to speak in a room here with all your mates and get it to go out to the world, and then you're going up to listening to actual people talk about stuff we talk with our friends in front of groups of people, and you know, but everyone's there for a common reason. They all want to, you know, speak about their problems and, you know, help people and stuff like that. So it was really eye-opening to go to something like that and be like, kind of, I suppose, a part of something like that and hear the stories. And like, that's what we probably looking to, you know, maybe not next year or the year after, but at some stage maybe go up and actually speak as a group and, you know, host these types of events, that like a walk, or, you know, we spoke about doing the quiz. I know that didn't come to fruition as of yet. Other stuff like that, like, so yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I think that night made it easier for us to come back here then and speak.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
when you're going up and you're seeing a complete stranger get up on the stage in front of you and speaking the way they did, and it was quite moving being up there and hearing some of the stories, and then all of a sudden we're back in here and we're amongst our mates. Now I know it's obviously going out to a broader audience and that, but I think that did make it a little bit more reassuring for us to go back here and have a chat about things.
Yeah. It was admirable the way some of them just like so negative and they just turn it to a positive. Like, that's what you use your energy, and it's like we as a group have the potential to do stuff like that as well. So it was just
Relatable.
like, yeah, exactly, relatable. And you're going up and seeing that, and you know, then you actually start thinking, actually we could, you know, go up and speak on stage. So Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
excited with that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I enjoyed the Would You Rather ones and the world records.
Of course you'd like the Would
yeah.
You Rather.
The Would You Rather
Of
and the
course
world
you'd like
records.
them.
Well, they like I was listening back to them and some of the answers were absolutely brilliant.
The world records, I forgot
The
all
world
about them.
record, like,
Some of them were brilliant, actually.
Some of the event like the world records, like, and then we were like, yeah, we'll do that, we'll do this. Yeah, we
What
will,
was
yeah.
the one putting the socks on? 42 socks
Yeah.
on in a minute or something, was it? And then was there 250 solos or touches in a minute or something?
There was
The football, it was
Can't
something
remember, honestly.
mental.
I seen a photo there today when I was flicking through it, and it was a fella covered in bees, and it was the world record for the most bees on it.
They're not counting that. They're not counting
It
that.
was mental.
How do you count that?
On a more normal one, I seen one actually today, and it was.
We spoke about that one, did we not?
Yeah,
Oh, we did, yeah.
It's up on the story. Like I was
Yeah,
flicking
you were
through all the
flicking through
ones,
it.
and
Yeah.
the-
Was there a number on that? Like,
there
Well, it has to be.
Remember.
must be a number. Yeah, but
Close your eyes.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be fact checking it if I said shouted a number.
Another one that we actually forgot. Remember the Didn't Happen at the Year Awards?
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah.
that was
And
that.
Grazer actually mentioned it in the WhatsApp today.
Yeah, it didn't
That
happen
was
that year.
absolutely brilliant.
They were actually due again this year, are they? Due soon.
Due shortly.
I
now.
think they're around
yes.
Christmas or
Could
January.
be
Yeah.
End of
Yeah.
December coming up.
Daughter, you
Have to
get
do
on
another
that.
app, we'll do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get
Part
on
two.
to them.
Oh, they had me in a bad way. but-
Ah, they were brilliant. And that came again. We were sitting in Corbett's one day, weren't we?
Yeah.
And you were showing me, and I used to.
Yeah, it was me, you, Dag.
Yeah.
It was me, you, and Dag, actually, yeah.
I
One
used to
Sunday.
have to do that on the pod. Oh,
Unbelievable.
that
We'll
was
do that again,
unbelievable.
yeah. I haven't followed that in a while, that did not
Yeah,
happen.
that's
But maybe
even-
it does go quiet
it's
for a
even
few
better,
months, I
yeah.
think.
Because then you'll have a big influx of
Yeah.
content to come. Yeah,
Great.
brilliant. See the way like little things like that trigger it. Like you forget, you forget little things. But there was so much. That's why throwing it out to the floor, like we'll have to get feedback. But
Yeah, we get our listeners' highlights and maybe low
Yeah,
lights of the year.
Few polls up,
Low
maybe.
lights.
Low lights.
No one
Yeah.
any of them.
No,
thank
no.
you.
No, we need a
Yeah.
bit of
We need a humbling as well.
criticism now and again.
constructive. I think probably just to highlight as well, like it is. We mentioned it the other week. Like there does be obviously tough times, like whether it's meeting up to record or episodes or content or thinking of like what to talk about. And
At the end of the day, it's eight lads working full-time jobs, trying to live their lives
but that's
and fit this into it. It's not.
And opinions.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly. We can't just drop everything and come to this. We have to fit it in.
And I think that's to go back to the consistency, and we spoke about it the other week as well. Like it is actually a testament that we're a year down the line here now, and we're 47 episodes in. Like there was times there where like you're like it's hard, like especially mid year and that when there's a lot going on. But more than anything, like it, as I was chatting to a few people the other day, it's just like at the end of the day, it's just coming down chatting with your mates, and that's the most enjoyable thing for me about it. Like, is that you're coming down, just bullshitting, put a bit of structure towards it, makes a massive difference. Have a laugh, have a serious talk, bits here and there and stuff like that. So, I think that's probably my most enjoyable and memorable moment for it, is that together as a group. It's hard, absolutely, but at the same time it's rewarding.
It's worth it,
It's rewarding, like, so.
It's tough. I think it's the same with everyone. It's just actually getting up to go down here is the more ominous thing. But that's like you see it with everyone. It's just starting. But once we start and the conversation flowing, we always already have a good time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's your hungover.
And we haven't fallen out with each other yet. Although you and Jod were very close to, but we haven't fallen out with each other yet.
That's me and Jod's relationship.
Yeah,
that's just that.
Love-hate relationship.
Standard. It's just another Tuesday.
Yeah, that's
Another
exactly
Tuesday.
what it is.
But yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah.
Wanna
Enjoying
before
it.
you finish up, shout out a few listeners.
Yeah.
We had
Most valuable listeners.
most valuable listeners. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're all
If you-
valuable to us.
Many have we got? Have we got one listener each?
I'll share
Would that
that
be-
listeners. Yeah, that'd be fair.
Or what do you think?
We
can cut this if you want.
It's up. No, I don't want. We know got more. We're deep here now, so we're on track.
Yeah, we can pick one listener each then.
Yeah. Right.
I'm gonna stop.
No, just before, like, obviously
We love
we
you so
love
much.
all the
Yeah.
listeners, like, and we can't actually see. Excuse me. We can't actually see, like, the names of the people that listen. This is just through word of mouth, obviously. Like, you know.
Yeah. People have been talking to us about it. Like, do you want me to go? I'd say Shane Cronin from B Sharp. Every time I'm in the barbers, like he says, he's always
Every
up to date with the podcast
He's
and always
looking at free
listening.
Christmas haircut. He's looking at free Christmas
I'll actually
haircut.
pay for it if you shave that off his face.
Yeah.
No, genuinely though,
He's
fair
right though,
play to
he
him. He
is.
always up to date with it and always be talking about it to me. Like, so I'd like to give him a shout out.
Deadly, yeah. Go ahead, Ed. Why? We could just pick someone, say your mother or something.
Yeah, well, I was going to pick Karen, so I was. I know it's a wee bit of a easy out answer, but
Because we don't know. That's
it
the
is
thing.
though. Like
you know?
even,
Well, she's a
even
listener.
there when I go into the
You'll
house,
pick- you'll have to pick
she
the
does
champs
be
one
having
now.
it on. Yeah,
Mate,
He's
we're
like-
gone.
Like she listens though. My sister doesn't
yeah,
listen.
Like you'd be walking in the house and it does if he's on there, so it does when she's making the dinner or she's doing something. It's always up to there. Fair play to her.
Yeah.
You want to count?
Count. I'll go with my mother.
You up that man.
Mum's always giving me good advice, always kind of bigging it up.
Yeah.
Gets her through her walks every day, and she always has something positive to say. Not only about myself, she thinks the world of all you is like. So, yeah, my dad still has a few tech issues trying to listen, but we'll get big
Trying to
Sid
turn on
there.
the phone.
Yeah, but my mum, and we'll give Shane a small shout out as well, or Jug, as everyone knows him.
Yeah, I'll go the original Salmon, Paul Morgan. I just felt
He was
that.
my most hated. No,
I just felt when we were starting up and we were doing the salmon and stuff, he was always giving the feedback, texting the page. When you'd see him like out and about, he'd always bring it up and go, "Well, how's the podcast going?" He loved that. So yeah, I think he gave us the confidence that we needed earlier on, and it kind of helped us keep going. So yeah, shout out the original Salmon,
definitely.
Paul Morgan.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get him on in the near future at some point.
We've been saying that since the second episode.
He's a busy man.
Promise
He's a
him
busy
the
man,
whole time.
buddy.
Yeah.
I'll shout the two boys over in Australia, Rob and Arrow.
Yeah,
Muppet.
Two boys.
Hopefully they don't. Hopefully we lose them.
that's getting cut.
Two boys.
it's not.
Two boys have given great feedback, especially over the last couple of weeks as well, and always give a text and. No, just thinking of Rob's face. Well,
It just makes me want to deliver one of them to his suckhole.
Two boys have been great with feedback and always listening. Over in Australia, obviously a day or two behind or whatever, but yeah, well done, boys. Thanks very
Year or
much.
two behind, you mean?
Yeah,
Miles off.
Miles and miles behind.
Sean Mattis there as well. He
Mattis.
does, to be fair.
There's loads like
Yeah.
it's hard to just pick. Like obviously my mum is the exact same as your mother and Elaine and everyone are listening. Like it doesn't even be out in the morning. Like it goes out at 8 o'clock and you're getting ready for work and it's on in the kitchen. You're like, Jesus Christ, turn it off there. I'm after listening to it for 3 days there in a row. Like
Yeah,
So you're gonna hear Bobo coughing at that time in the morning.
it's great. Well, no, she wears her AirPods, so that's not that won't be a pleasant experience for many people. But another one just to shout out. Holly, you go into my granny's lads, and like she's now talking the episodes back to me like, oh lads,
Deadly.
it's on. I'd be like,
Up to
she'd be
Holly.
like, "Good Jordan, the podcast now, yeah," and you're just like, Jesus, keep her led, Holly, get the listens up there.
so we go
brilliant.
maybe top listener of the year, Holly Cooney.
Yeah.
Well done, Holly.
I
Yeah.
Got the Holly.
Well done,
Yeah,
Holly.
Polly.
Shout
Well
out
done.
Holly.
Thanks very much for
Up
all
the
your
guy.
support.
Yeah.
Special mention to Davy Dunn as well. Always puts it in every Thursday morning, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Lads, you're miles off it. At least once a week.
He's not a
Twice a week,
supporter. He
sorry.
just wants to slate us.
Lads, can't believe you're talking about that. Miles off it.
But-
Every time.
Just to kind of finish up on the listeners, like it is refreshing and positive as well to see so many people listening, and even some people that you might not have spoke to in a
Yeah.
long time coming up to you and saying, "Oh, I'm listening to the podcast every week. I enjoy this. I don't enjoy that." And that's what we want. Like at the end of the day, that's why we're doing it. So we really appreciate every single one of you, and we hope we can keep delivering things out to you. Yeah,
Do a liberal.
Do you do a level?
We do a liberal now.
Yeah,
Always.
No, but yeah, as
Yeah.
you said.
and we've
I appreciate all yous as well, guys.
Yeah,
even,
absolutely.
Even the guys that aren't here.
yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Is this where we edit in the cough again? Yeah.
No, I'm not playing that again. But like over
Big,
the, just going forward, like that was another one. That we not
Yeah, you
mentioned
forgot
that.
about that.
Oh, the
one.
10
Joke
Hagen
with the
press.
Hagen.
Like,
You got a bad cough, eh?
But just going forward, like, again, we'll probably be looking at kind of developing it more over, like, with the cameras and the lights, and we'll probably be looking at getting a bit more content and better equipment and stuff over the next couple of weeks. So when we have the chance to, so we're looking forward to doing that, and we're looking forward to developing it now over the next year, and hopefully we can keep it lit.
Yeah, hopefully we
Onwards and
last
upwards.
another year.
Yeah,
That's a good send off there, Jody.
onwards and upwards. Yeah.
Thanks for listening, folks.
Long live the good guys.
Yes.
Good luck.
Good
Good luck.
luck.